Well, that's 4 games unbeaten now. 2 clean sheets, 10 goals scored in the process, and we've only conceded 2. Alright everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel. In this video we're going to be looking at Sunderland's 3-1 victory down at Loftus Road. But before we do us a massive favour and hit the thumbs up please, it would be much appreciated. I know you're probably sick of us seeing that recently as we had a technical nightmare on the live streams, but nonetheless, let's get on with the rest of the video. So that's 6 games in now, 10 points on the board. We're currently sitting in 7th, very early doors yet. Looking at the game, the lads went into this one full of confidence after the Southampton victory, after what put 5 goals past a team that's expected to get automatic promotion. So they were full of confidence heading down to Loftus Road. Before we get on with the match though, I want to talk about what Ainsworth says after the game. He said for the Sunderland had the first 5 minutes, then it was QPR. He says up until the red card, they had a system that they worked on all week and it was working. He said they were the aggressors, they had set pieces, they were the better team basically. Then the red card came and it changed the game. Credit to him really, he did say the red card was a red card and that Sunderland, out of the full 90 minutes, deserved to take all 3 points. Which is, I do agree with him on the last 2 things. But for me, I thought Sunderland were on top the majority of the game. I thought QPR did have a little spell where they were enjoying a little bit of possession. Maybe they didn't have any clear-cut chances. Patterson really had no to do apart from pick the ball out of the net for their one and only goal, and that was a good goal. Powell took his chance really well, in my opinion, and Patterson couldn't do nothing about it. So I tend to disagree with him on that sense. I thought we were the better team. Like I say, they had a 10-minute spell where you wouldn't have thought they were down to 10 men, but after that, they just dropped off. And I thought Sunderland, with a 74% possession and with the full 90 minutes, that we probably deserved, well, we did deserve all 3 points. We were the better team, like even Ainsworth did say. But even with the 10 men, I thought Ainsworth had one game plan and one game plan only, and that was to disrupt our playmakers, our goal scorers, and kick the living shite out of us, basically. That was his game plan. I think Jack Colback took that to heart too much, and he went through the back of Bellingham, and it was a straight red. No arguments with that one. But that was the case. They were kicking our players all over the pitch, so much so Ekwa went off injured, and Pritchard come on in the early stages. So for me, the game plan was to sit off and kick Sunderland all over and try and nick a goal, or even get a draw out of this game. And his plan didn't work. Right now, though, moving on to the game, the lads went down to Loftus Road full of confidence after smashing Southampton 5-0, and they were ready for this game, and it was clear to see in the early stages that Sunderland were up for this one. And the first chance fell to Ballard. He was stretching for it. If he could have got his foot over it and get it on target, he probably scores, but he balloons it out. Then the goal came for them. It was the runner play. Sunderland had been dominating possession, and players did go out to press the ball, but it was a beautifully struck shot by Powell, and it went right in the bottom corner, and Patterson couldn't do nothing about it, and it was 1-0 QPR. Then, according to Ainsworth, on the 21st minute, the game changer, Jack Colback's red card. Now, comment below if you think it was a red card, or if you thought the referee was being too harsh, which I know no one's going to say that, but I've asked the question anyways. Listen, he went through the back of Bellingham, but his foot was high, it was right up his leg, and it was a straight red. And you could, like Mowbray even said in his press conference after the game, that you could tell by the players' reactions that it was a red card. So he had to walk, and it had to be Jack Colback as well, ex-Sunderland player. And according to Ainsworth, that was the game changer. But for me, there was only one team in this game. There was only one team who wanted to win this game. Then the equalising goal came for Sunderland through Jack Clark. It was on 8 minutes in injury time. Gets the ball like he does, cuts inside, takes the shot, round foots Bekovic. He dives one way, the ball goes the other after taking a massive deflection. But listen, we'll take that. We needed to get it level at the stroke of half time. Right in the second half, Mowbray made a change. He took off Huggins. He said, listen, Huggins has done a job for us. He's had a good game, but we need a hell of a lot more creativity in the final third to try and break QPR down. And when we were doing our live stream, that's exactly what we were saying. We're getting into these good positions now. We just need to be clinical. And when Roberts came on, he was linking up with Pritchard, and we seen Pritchard at his best. After we pulled it back level late on in the first half, the lads looked to take the momentum from the first half into the second half, and they did just that. Sunderland made a 2-1 through Ballard, and I tell you what, Roberts linking up with Pritchard. Pritchard's probably had his best game this season by a country mile. His vision for this goal, his little 1-2s and giving goals, it's just amazing to watch. And for me, he's got to start against Blackburn. His experience is vital for me because he can open up defences, and that's exactly what him and Roberts did. They played a little 1-2. Pritchard's had the vision to burst into the box, and then Roberts puts him in. He takes the shot, Begovic spills it, and on the 57th minute, there's Ballard to put it into an empty net. And that he gets his first ever goal for Sunderland, big Ballard. Listen, the Sunderland teams of old would have just tried to held on to this 2-1 lead, but no, the lads didn't. For 1 minute, looked like they were taking the foot off the gas. If out, they wanted to kill QPR off, and they were looking for that fourth goal. And Barr, he had a really good chance. You could see what he was trying to do. He tried to curl it into the top corner, but it just curled wide. Then the icing on the cake, Barr gets a goal. Not long after Barr's chance, he gets the goal, basically. The fourth goal, the icing on the cake, the goal what killed QPR off. And it was an assist from Aushish. Gets down the wing, puts a dangerous ball across the box, and arriving in at pace was Barr to bury it away. And I'm absolutely out of the moon for him because he's justified his position in the team. He's had a really good game against Southampton, and a lot of fans were saying bring Roberts straight back in. And to be honest, I probably would have been one of them. To be honest, I said either or. I'm not really bothered because I know what Roberts brings to the team, and it would be harsh to drop Barr after the performance he had against Southampton. But nonetheless, it shows why he deserves his name in the starting 11, and he done really well, and he put his chance away. So I'm absolutely out of the moon. The lads deserved all 3 points and were put in a really good performance. We were dominating from beginning to end. One person I'd like to mention quickly as well, Hamir. I'm glad Mowbray did bring him on, and I loved his little interaction with the Sunderland supporters at the end of the game. He went up and he was shaking a lot of Sunderland supporters' hand. I just can't wait till he gets off the mark. And listen, the lad's creating chances. He's getting in good positions. And Begovic made some outstanding saves today, unless Hamir would have scored. And he had a really good chance against Southampton. You've got to worry when he's not creating chances, when he's not getting in them positions, when the ball's getting fizzed in or whipped over the top and he's not getting on the end of them. That's when you've got to worry. If a good ball gets put in there and he should be there and he's not, but he is, that's the thing. It's just been unlucky for him. So quickly, we'll go through the team, like not all the team, but I'll just mention a few players and I'll tell you what I thought. I'm not going to go into quick detail. Bellingham, I thought he was good. He had a good game. He was solid. A few times the ball just bounced off him and he was getting felled a lot as well. I thought O'Neill was solid at the back. I thought Jack Clark worked his socks off, not just going forward. Yes, his short range passing wasn't that ought to be desired in the first half, especially, but the second half he improved and he was tracking back and defending a lot. Patterson, he didn't have absolutely anything to do apart from pick the ball out of the net for their own one and only goal. Dan Neil, he's getting better and better every game. He really is getting better and better every game. I hope Pierre-Ekoua's injury is not too serious because he's been absolutely amazing for us this season. Also, Barr, I thought he was mint. Pritchard, you could give him man of the match, but I'm going to give it to Ballard. First goal for Sunderland, and he was a rock at the back today. Absolutely solid. Right, so there you have it. Sunderland beat QPR 3-1. That's back-to-back victories as well. We've won 2 off the belt. Can we make it 3 against Blackburn? Main stream is going to be a live stream. We've sorted all the technical difficulties out, so everything should be sorted by then. And that's it for me. Comment below if you think got man of the match. Hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video.